here. On this raised bed over here, we have some water leaf, we have some anchia, we have some tomatoes, some flowers over here are doing really well. And so everything else is doing well. We harvested these about a week ago. So we should be able to harvest them again in about another week. So they are doing great over here. And so we just use some grass clippings over here to cover the garden bed so that way weeds don't come out, and also maintain the moisture in the garden. And over here we have some pumpkins. The pumpkins are doing great over here. We have some raspberries over here, and then some blueberries over here. All these are doing well. Let's go over here. Over here we have some flowers, some beautiful flowers over here. And we have some herbs in the back over there. And then the rest of this over here on this side is water leaf. You can see the water leaves are doing great. Like I said, we harvested these last week, and hopefully within another week we should be able to harvest this again. And then we have more flowers over here. The flowers are doing great. Tomatoes are doing great. We have some onion leaves here that have gone to seeds. The seeds, we're gonna harvest the seeds and save the seeds. And then down here we have sweet bitter leaf. Sweet bitter leaf is the same thing, is doing well. We harvested the sweet bitter leaf last week, and hopefully we're gonna be able to harvest some more in a week's time. Over here on this side we have herbs. We have some onion leaves over here, more herbs over here on this side, and then the rest of the section we have these pumpkins right here. The pumpkins are just spreading all over the place. They're doing well. You can see the pumpkins are doing well over here. They're spreading all over. And then on this side of the this other raised bed, we have more sweet bitter leaf. This one we harvested it about 2 weeks ago, so it's some of them are ready to be harvested, as you can see. So sweet bitter leaf is a tropical plant that we grow. You can use it for soups, or you can just make a sweet bitter leaf soup by itself. We also known as bekang. Another name that we call it is bekang in the local area in Cameroon. So that's sweet bitter leaf right here. Like I said, it's doing well. We have some tomatoes, and then this little raised bed over here, we have a lot of flowers. We have tomatoes. We have some peppers. We have peppers in here. Some of the peppers are doing well. We also have some garden egg. You can see the garden egg over here is doing well. Same with this, some garden egg. And then we also have some pumpkins. We have these pumpkins over here. My goal was to have the pumpkin climb over here. I still have to redirect it and pull it up so that way it continues climbing up. And so that is this area of the garden over here. So let's move over. Over here we have some tomatoes that we're growing in 5-gallon bucket over here. And then the rest of these up here, we have raspberries below, and then we have grapes on top. We have some grapes on top. The grapes didn't do really well this year, but we're gonna try to continue spraying it next year to make sure that all the either fungi or whatever disease is on it will be eliminated. So over here we have another raised bed with a lot of stuff in this one. We have some garden eggs over here. We have zucchinis also behind here. Look at that, we have some zucchinis. See the zucchinis back there? Zucchini looks like it's almost ready, or it's ready to be harvested. Oh yeah, look at the zucchini. Zucchini is ready to be harvested. Over here we have pumpkins. We have quite a lot of pumpkins all over. I put this pole right here to try to direct it so that it climbs up over there. In front here we have some sweet bitter leaf or bekang. Then we have some, see the pumpkin right there? That's the pumpkin. Pumpkin is doing well. Also we have some herbs over here that are ready to be harvested. Some flowers, more pumpkin. We have a DIY trellis over here that we made for we made a trellis for cucumbers on over here, and then pumpkin over there. The pumpkin has taken over all of the DIY trellis. They're doing well. You can see the pumpkin all over here. And then we have down here we have more sweet bitter leaf. Sweet bitter leaf is doing well. Let's see. We have some pumpkins over there in the back. Over there we have some garden egg also. The cucumbers, I haven't seen the cucumbers. We harvested it a couple of times. Oh, look at that. We harvested it a couple of times. I haven't seen any come out in a week or two. And I was just talking about it, and look at that. That's why. See this? So we had one down here and we didn't see it. And it's until I'm just gonna use this as a seed, because look at that, it's gone. We have some slugs on it. Just gonna get rid of the slug. So I'm gonna use that. Check the seeds inside, see if the seeds are mature enough. We can use it for seeds next year. So over here we have more herbs, more pumpkin over here. And down here we have more sweet bitter leaf. This sweet bitter leaf were just transplanted, I would say about 3 weeks to a month ago. We harvested some already, but some are still not ready to be harvested. Some are almost ready to be harvested. So they're gonna at least give us maybe 2 or 3 more harvests before the end of the season. We have some garden eggs over here. You can see that. This one is almost ready. I love when they are ripe. They taste much better. They're much sweeter when they are ripe. We have some pepper. These are nice peppers over here. They're doing well. We have some yucca plant over here. The plant is also doing well over here. And then over here is sweet bitter leaf. This is sweet bitter leaf. This is the one that's used for ndole. This one's doing well. We have some herbs. We have some tomatoes over here. And then more sweet bitter leaf over here. So the whole this bed is mostly sweet bitter leaf. Then we have some garden eggs and some tomatoes over here. So that is what we have over here. Let me show you this other bed over here. This other bed over here has sweet bitter leaf. It's mostly sweet bitter leaf. We have some yucca plant over here, but we also have a few water leaves that came out by themselves on this bed. But you can see the bed looks good. We harvested it last week, and we're gonna be harvesting it again maybe next week. The water leaves, some of the water leaves we harvested about a week and a half ago. These ones are ready to be harvested. We're gonna harvest them next week also. You can see it's doing really, really well. So last fall I made this hoop house. Check out the video. It's a hoop house that you can cover in the fall and the winter and try to continue to grow stuff. So I was able to prolong at least the stuff that was in there for about 2 weeks before everything died down. So this year I'm gonna try to do the same and continue growing more stuff in there and cover it maybe around October, November. See if I can cover it with the plastic and then continue growing stuff over there. In containers over here we're growing some peppers and some other plants. We have some peppers over here. Then we have some zucchini over here. This zucchini had some issues. It produced one zucchini, then it turned yellow completely. And so I've been feeding it with compost tea, and you can see it's coming back gradually. Over here we have some garden egg. The garden egg, we're growing it in 5-gallon container. It's also coming along. It's already producing some flowers. More peppers over here. Different variety of peppers. Same here. This is different variety of pepper also. It's also doing well. Bell pepper. So they're all doing well in 5-gallon container. We have some sweet bitter leaf over here that are also doing well. We have some yucca plant over here. We have more sweet bitter leaf over here. And then we also have some, this is mint, chocolate mint. Chocolate mint, you can use them to make smoothies or teas and stuff like that. So that is what we have. We have water leaf over there in these 2 containers. And then let's go over here. This bed is mostly water leaves. There's a lot of tiny ones coming out. There's a lot of ones that came out from the seeds that were dropped on the bed. And we harvested some of the other ones already, like these. Over here, we harvested some of these last week. You can see the fresh new production they're getting from all of them that we harvested last week. Got a lot of production. They're all producing really, really well Over here we have some garden eggs. The garden eggs are also doing well, producing a lot of garden eggs. So we're gonna be eating some garden eggs over here. Also have some beautiful flowers right here. It's looking great over here. So that is it for this bed. This bed is mostly water leaf, but we have a few additional things on it, like the flowers and the garden egg. And then over here, let's see. Let's start with this one over here. Over here is zucchini. You can see the zucchini. So this is, if you watch my video on the giant zucchinis, this is a plant that produced 3 giant zucchinis 4 or 5 days ago. You can see another one is already coming out. We harvested it, I would say, about 5 days ago. This one wasn't even there, and 5 days later, look at what we have, another big one coming up. We have some tomatoes in the back. These tomatoes look really nice, fresh, and delicious. I see a big one that's ripe back there. Let me grab that. Let me grab this one right here. I love cherry tomatoes like this. Mmm, tastes delicious. Nothing beats a fresh, organic, sweet tomatoes like this. Awesome. Okay, let's continue. So over here we have anchia. This bed is mostly anchia, apart from the tomatoes and the zucchini that's over here, and the onion leaves. These are onion leaves over here. With these ones, you don't get onion bulb. You just harvest the leaves and use to for your various dishes. And over here, this bed is mostly anchia. This is all anchia right here. Anchia is another tropical plant that we use to cook soups and other stuff. These ones are looking really, really nice and lush. We harvested them about a week and a half ago, and you can see more of them are coming out. So hopefully in another week and a half, we should be able to harvest them. They produce very big leaves and they grow very, very fast. So they are doing awesome. Over here we have more flowers, zinnias over here. We also have some garden eggs, and then we have water leaf over here. More onion leaves right here. You can see the water leaf. Like I said, we harvested the water leaves last week. More of them are getting ready. We're gonna be able to harvest them again next week. More flowers, more corn right here. This corn is already ready. We're gonna see if we can harvest some of them today. And then over here we harvested our onions over here yesterday. So if you guys haven't seen that video, check out that video. We harvested our onions over here. So we have some other plants like sweet bitter leaf and water leaf that are coming along. We also have green. This is green vegetable. Some of them have gone to seeds already. So we'll see, we'll harvest this seed. We already have enough seed, but we're gonna probably put some of these seeds in our seed shop, so that I know a few people were interested in getting the seeds. We'll put it in our seed shop. I'll see if I can put a link to our seed shop in the description below later on, so that if you guys are interested in water leaf seed or green seed, you guys can get it there. We have some pumpkins over here. We have some peppers over here. We have garden egg over here, and more water leaf down here. So all these side over here, there's a lot of different things going on that are doing really, really well. So that is it for this side of the fence right here. So over here is our tomato bed. So the tomato raised bed, what we did was grow vertically. So that way we have the tomatoes growing up vertically, and then on each side of the bed we have different plants growing. At the end over here we have some flowers and mostly garden egg. Over here, let me just show you, mostly garden eggs, and the garden eggs are doing really, really well. This one is almost ready. See, it's getting ripe, so I wanted to get ripe. I love the ripe ones. They taste much better. So on each side of the bed we have different plants. On this side over here we have sweet bitter leaf. On this side over here we have water leaf and a few herbs and flowers. You can see the flowers. You can see the bees on the flowers already. Beautiful flowers over here. More flowers over here. They look awesome. And then we have, like I said, we have mostly water leaf on this side. So that's the water leaf. You can see the water leaf all over. You can also see the tomatoes. Tomatoes are ready to be harvested. Maybe after this live, we're gonna harvest these tomatoes. We have quite a lot of tomatoes that are ready to be harvested. I love, like I said, I love cherry tomatoes like these. It's awesome. Just wipe it like that. Mmm, tastes delicious. So you can see the tomato production is still good. We have some blight on the plants, but overall they're still producing, still have a lot of production going. So we're gonna try to see if we can harvest them, harvest the tomatoes, some of these ripe tomatoes today, so that way animals don't get excited and come and start chewing on it. So you can see this, the tomatoes are doing well. We have some tomatoes that we need to, this one's already bending, we need to, maybe we just need to hold it. So I don't have my string or stuff to hold it right now, but I'll do that later on. Like I said, on this side is water leaf. We have some flowers at the end over here. Look at the flowers. Don't they look beautiful? Comment below if you're liking the live, liking the video. Comment below. Also, smash the like button. If you're not following me, subscribe to the channel for more videos and more lives like this. And don't forget to share. So like I said, on this side we have sweet bitter leaf. You can see the sweet bitter leaf. We harvested some of the sweet bitter leaf last week. Look at the herbs. Herbs are ready to be harvested. We're gonna try to harvest some of these herbs the next couple of days. More flowers and herbs. Flowers are very important in the garden because, especially these zinnias and marigold, they help protect plants and deter some pests from the garden. So definitely something to grow in your garden, especially if you grow tomatoes and other vegetables that require a little bit of protection. So that is what we have over here. So let's go back over here. So on this over here, this is our fabric raised bed. So this fabric raised bed is doing really well. So if you guys are interested in starting a new garden, you want to start a new garden and you don't want to build a raised bed like this with wood, this is a very good option for you to do. All you need to do is get a fabric raised bed like this, put it in a nice sunny location, fill it with your either potting mix or compost, and then you plant on it, and you're able to start getting stuff, and you're able to get a lot of stuff from it. So this has 8 sections, and each section is independent from the other. Let me just show you here. Each section is independent from the other, and you can plant quite a lot of stuff in one of them. So over here, these two over here, I have water leaf, I have huckleberry on these two right here, I have some herbs on this one over here, and then on this side we have one water leaf right here, and then we have anchia on this one. We harvested it last week. And then we have sweet bitter leaf on this one, which is also doing really well. So that is it. If you're interested in something like this, I'll see if I can put the link for it. Check the link for it below. You might be able to get this even cheaper right now. I got mine about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's been really awesome for me. So it's something that I recommend for somebody that wants something easy to do and to set up. This is it. The fabric raised bed is awesome. So try it out. So we're done with this one. So over here we have this over here. We have our raised bed of water leaf over here. You can see the peppers. The peppers are doing great. We harvested quite a few peppers already from this. So this is water leaf. We harvested this water leaf last week. You can see we harvested the water leaf last week. So next week we're gonna be harvesting more of the water leaf. Water leaf is doing well in this bed. So I have a fabric weed barrier underneath. That's why you don't see any weeds coming out. It's a fabric weed barrier that prevents weeds and also maintain the moisture in the soil. Check the link below if you want to get a durable fabric weed barrier like that. I'll put the link in the description below, or check my shop below. So over here we have another raised bed with some flowers and herbs. So this raised bed we have sweet bitter leaf on this raised bed, and they're doing really well. Look at that. We harvested it last week, and it's also coming back full swing. We have some new ones that we transplanted like 2 weeks ago. They're picking up over here. They're picking up, but these ones are doing really well, and we're gonna be harvesting it hopefully in a week or so. We should be able to harvest these. Then we also have some peppers. quite a lot of pepper production here. We harvested like 2 or 3 of them a couple of days ago. There's a lot of pepper production, you can see. So the soil is really well. When I built this bed this year, I put a lot of good quality compost in there, and you can see the production from it. So they're all doing really well. So over here we are growing some stuff in containers. We have some carrots over here. Same with there, over there we have some carrots, and then we have some sweet bitter leaf in these containers over here. We have some tomatoes that just came out by itself, and we're gonna have to move that. And then the rest of them are sweet bitter leaf that are doing well. So we have some onions over there. Then we have water leaves. You can see the water leaf. Then we have some peppers. You can see the peppers. Quite a lot of different peppers doing well. You can grow peppers like this in 5-gallon containers. Very easy. All you need to do is good quality compost and put your seedlings in there, and that is it. So over here we are growing in different containers. Over here we have some huckleberries over here and some lettuce that just came out. Huckleberries over here. Over here we have some sweet bitter leaf. The sweet bitter leaf is doing well. Please, if you're watching the live or watching the video, please tap the screen, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel for more live and more videos like this. And don't forget to share. Thank you guys so much. So over here we have more sweet bitter leaf. The sweet bitter leaf is doing really well. Water leaf is also doing well. Then I just showed you guys these carrots. Carrots are doing well over here. So that is it for this side of the garden. So the next side of the garden we have these over here. This is bitter leaf. Bitter leaf is doing well. There's a lot of stuff going on. We harvested this about a week or so ago, and you can see new shoots coming out. You can see the new shoots coming out. So when you harvest it, the new shoots becomes they expand. You get a lot of new shoots. You get much better production, much bigger harvest the next time. So they're doing well over here. Here we have another bed of water leaf. We have some weeds coming out over here. We're going to try to take care of some of the weeds. But this bed is mostly for water leaf. We have some tomatoes over there. We have broccoli over here. You can see the broccoli. Broccoli is doing well. And then over here we have some green. And then on this other bed in the middle over here, we have some cabbage. We have some okra. You see okra right there. Okra production is producing well. We have some cabbage. Look at the cabbage. Cabbage is doing well. Right here, right, more cabbage. Look at the tomatoes. Tomatoes also doing well. We're gonna harvest some of these ripe ones below so that way animals don't get to it. We have more cabbage right here, you can see. And then over here on this side, this is kale right here. So this is kale. Kale is a cold weather plant. It does much better in the spring and in the fall. So you can see it's already going to flower. It went to flower about 2 months ago at the beginning of spring. At the beginning of summer, and I cut all the flowers so that it doesn't produce flowers. It produces more of the leaves. So it's producing more of the leaves now. So we're gonna harvest this. We harvested it about a week and a half ago. So we're gonna be harvesting it very soon. More. Over here, more okra and more. This one has some disease. I'm gonna see if I can spray with maybe compost tea or something, so that way it prevents or slow down the progression of whatever is attacking it. So compost tea also has some beneficial antifungal, antibacterial benefits. So that's something that I'm gonna try on that. So I also have this over here. The cabbage is also looking very well. On this side we have a lot of weeds. My goal was to cover the bed with grass clippings, but I didn't. We didn't have, since we have not been having a lot of rain. I haven't had a lot of grass clippings to be able to cover the bed. So next year I have some fabric weed barrier. I'm just gonna cover the whole bed with a fabric weed barrier, so that we don't have to deal with issues like this. Look at pumpkin. So on this side we have pumpkins. We have some corn. We have some green beans. Over here we also have some huckleberries underneath over here, and they're all doing well. You can see behind it we have some tomatoes also. Just so much going on behind. We have some corn behind it. Look at some animals eating the corn already, as they are hiding behind like this. So they just use the opportunity to hide and eat the corn. So we're gonna have to take harvest the corn before they get to all of the corn that we have in the garden. So that is what we have on this side of the garden. Let's go down this way and see what else we have over here. So on this bed over here is huckleberries. We have huckleberries. We harvested the huckleberries a couple of weeks ago, and then we also have a lot of weeds that we have to try to take care of over there. Same with this side over here. We have huckleberries, tomatoes, and so we have a lot of weeds that are just coming out and just occupying, just taking out a lot of the other plants that we're supposed to be doing well in here. So weeds is something that we need to try to battle as much as possible. Look at that. Let's see. Look at that. We have another zucchini over here. Zucchini is so large, so big. We're gonna try to harvest this after the live. I'm gonna see if I don't have my I don't have my garden share with me right here. Look at another zucchini over here. So big, within a day or two, it just multiplies. So we have a couple of zucchinis that we're gonna harvest today. That's already very large in the garden. So we're gonna try to do that later on. Like I said, these huckleberries we harvested them a week or so ago, but some of them are already producing seeds like this. So with the huckleberries, we don't eat the huckleberry seeds like these. These ones are very bitter, so we don't eat the seeds. We eat mostly the leaves. We use them to cook soups, huckleberry soup. So that's what we use the huckleberries for. We don't eat the seeds. Or you can see they've already gone to seed. So we're gonna save the seeds and use them next year to grow more huckleberry. And then we're gonna see if we can put some of the seeds in our seed shop and share with people that are interested in buying the seeds to start their own garden. So down here we have mostly potatoes over here. Potatoes, some of them are ready to be harvested. You can see some of them have turned brown and some of them have started rotting. So we're gonna have to harvest them before the leaves and the vines disappear. So we have potatoes, we have some pumpkins, we have some huckleberries over here that we can harvest. You can see that. And then over here on this bed we have more huckleberries, some some pumpkins over here, but mostly huckleberries on this bed over here. And these ones are ready to be harvested. You can see that all these over here are ready to be harvested. We also have some pumpkins over here, some garden egg, and over here is our newest raised bed that we just did a couple of days ago. You can see we transplanted some of the late germination for seedlings that we have. So even though it's extremely late for this, but we're hoping to be able to at least harvest twice before the end of the season. Twice is better than nothing. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna be able to harvest at least twice before the season ends, and then next year we're gonna get some good production on this, and we might use it for something else like potatoes, grow potatoes in here, or something else. But right now we are growing sweet bitter leaf in there and some pumpkins and tomatoes in there. So the rest of these, we have some spinach over here also, and we have some potatoes over here. These ones are all doing okay. So if you're just joining us, we are doing a garden update. The garden is doing well. Quite a lot of stuff going on in the garden. Please smash the like button if you like what you're seeing, and don't forget to share the video. Over here we have, let me show you guys here. So up here we have our pear tree. The pear tree is doing okay. But over here we have kale. We have mostly kale over here. So this kale, we're growing the kale over here. We want to see this is the first time we're growing kale over here. Because of the canopy that we have over here, we thought maybe it might do better over here. This is a cold weather crop. Maybe the intense heat will not affect it that much. So how it does in the fall when leaves start falling down, it gives it a little bit more light, and the colder temperature, we're hoping that's gonna do better. If it does better than the garden, then we're gonna next year we're gonna do only kale on this side of the garden over here. But if it doesn't better, and then we're just gonna maintain what we have in the main garden. So in between them, we just put a few water leaf, extra seedlings that we have, and so we how it does. Over here with some leaves. So we did our tea. I think the tea is this is a beer trap. Now I think we filled it up with water when we were watering today. So we need to replace the beer trap just to eliminate some of the slugs and other pests that we have over here. So, but this is what we have for uh, the uh, the uh, the garden this side. So let's go to the other side over here. So over here, some the pumpkins, we planted them over here so that they can climb the wall, and they're climbing the wall. As you can see, they are climbing the wall. And then in the front of the pumpkins, we have some sweet bitter leaf over here, and there the garden egg. Sweet bitter leaf over here. The sweet bitter leaf are doing well. We harvested some of them already. Have some flowers, have some tomatoes, have more garden egg, and then over here more sweet bitter leaf. So the sweet bitter leaf, we harvested some of them last week, and hopefully next week we're gonna be able to harvest more. I also use some grass clippings to cover the bed so that way a lot of weeds don't come out. I see it's been broken in, the leaves, the weeds or the grass clippings have been broken down a little bit. So you can see some weeds started coming out. So we're gonna have to put another layer of grass clippings down to protect the garden bed and to prevent weeds from coming out. We have some pumpkins over here that's also doing well, and we have some tomatoes over here also. Garden egg is also doing well. So that's the garden over here. We just have a couple of containers. I'll show you guys over here, and that is it for our garden tour. So over here we have some sweet bitter leaf. We are growing in this 30-gallon container over here. So this 30-gallon container is a rain barrel that I cut a couple of years ago. It was leaking, so I cut it into two. This is one over here, and the other one over here. This is the other half. This one is growing on chia. The other one was sweet bitter leaf. They're all doing well. A lot of production. We harvested quite a lot from them. We have our strawberry towers right here. You can see the strawberry towers. These ones, they didn't come back. Some of them didn't come back this spring. Some of them died, probably because of the conditions. But some of them came back, so we just have to replace. Haven't had time to replace some of the other ones, so I'm gonna try to replace them this fall, so that way next spring we have more strawberries over here. More strawberries in this tower. Then we have strawberries in our bag over here. Strawberries, we have quite a few strawberries from this one this year, and it's doing well. And then this is it, the last one. This is a raised bed. Raised bed is this raised bed is mostly for sweet bitter leaf, but we have some odd stuff coming out. We have this green coming out by itself. The green, we didn't plant this. We planted the sweet bitter leaf, but the green, some of the green came out. This one's ready. We're gonna harvest all of them, and also make sure that the sweet bitter leaf continues growing over here. We also have some tomato that just came out by itself. Also over here, look at some bugs. We have some bugs. I'm gonna have to spray neem oil in the garden to get rid of some of these bugs that are eating our pumpkins and other stuff in the garden. So that is it for the garden. Uh, that's it for the garden tour. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about the garden. Any questions or comments, leave it below. Like, share, subscribe, save, and follow for more videos like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, everybody.